So we just got over 50 subs, which is not a huge number, but way more than I thought initially that I would get trying to do this. So thank you everybody who is subscribed. Thank you for everybody who is continuing to watch these things. I'm trying to figure out how to make the best videos that I can, and I appreciate that you are all along for the ride. So this week we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to try to make a video for every weekday. So this is Monday's video. Hopefully it gets uploaded on Monday. We're just going to get these bearings cleaned up and put together a whole new board. A little bit wishful thinking, but I'm hoping I'll be able to actually skate outside a little more often. So I want to make a nice start for the new year. So these are bearings. They go inside the wheels so that things can spin, but they get full of dirt and stuff, and it's been a little while since I cleaned these. So we're going to clean them, and then I have new wheels and a new board to put everything all together. A lot of people who skate don't ever clean their bearings and just sort of eventually buy new ones. But if you clean them more often, they don't get as dirty, they don't have as much drag on them, and that way you go a lot faster for the same amount of energy, and you don't slow down as quickly. This is just a little bearing cleaning kit from Bones that I picked up. It's not the only way to do this, but it's a really easy way to do it. I talked to a lot of people, especially people who are trying to figure out how to skate bowls or something. They're figuring out how to pump and go faster, and they're wondering why they go so slow. But then when I stand on their board, their bearings are just so dirty, maybe even rusty, so their wheels don't really want to turn, and that makes it a lot harder to do anything that requires any kind of speed. So if they're rusty, maybe you just need new ones, but if they're just dirty, give them a good cleaning, and then things will be a lot easier for you. So while the bearings are drying, little update, I did manage to make sure that the film is actually loaded properly this time, and you'll get to see those pictures as soon as I get them developed later this week, because I have 4 more shots to take, which I'll probably take today. I just had to go through and try to reproduce the pictures I took, where it won't be exactly the same because I didn't record exactly where I was standing, exactly what direction I was pointing, but they'll be kind of similar pictures, so you'll get to see. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. I don't know if this is actually what I'm going to do all the time, but I thought it was cool to try. So now that our bearings are all nice and dry, I'm going to lube them a bit. So there's going to be a video for every day of the week. So if you all have questions about things, about skateboarding or photography or Japanese or whatever, do ask in the comments, and then I can get to that in one of the videos this week and maybe answer your questions or show you something if you want to see something. Alright, so now that they're all lubed, I'm putting the shields back on. You don't need to put the shields back on if you don't like that, but I do, so whatever. Now my new board is one from Noord, which is the indoor skate park here in Amsterdam. I've benefited a lot from their over 30 class so that I can skate with other adults who are also trying to figure out things. I've learned a lot more than I probably would have if I was at home. But, due to these virus times, I haven't been able to go. I haven't been able to see any of my friends I've made there. And they've been hurting a little bit. So I thought I'd get a board from them to try to help at least a little bit. So I skate 8.5 inch boards. For like regular skateboards like this, that means the width from here to here is 8.5 inches. This is wider than most people like to skate, and that's fine. You skate whatever you want. I found that this is what works for me. And this is just some Jessup grip, just because that's what they were selling at Nord, and I don't really care that much what grip tape I use. If the process of gripping a board and cutting it out and stuff is kind of intimidating, most places you order a board from will just do this for you, and you can just click the box that says, yes, apply the grip tape for me. This is really only necessary if you want to do something special or if you just really like doing it yourself. I kind of like doing it myself. You can also technically just get the whole board already set up if you buy just a complete setup from a site, but I think part of the fun is learning how to put it together yourself. It's not that hard. You could teach an 8-year-old to do it probably without too much trouble, at least. There's a bunch of tutorials online about exactly how to do it as well. So for trucks I use independent 149s, only because I've had these for about 2 or 3 years and they're still good. I don't skate street at all basically because I don't know how, and so you don't actually wear them down that much. I've only recently been learning to do enough grindy type things that there's any kind of wear on here, which is kind of cool to see. I feel special whenever I see this. I also use a little bit of riser pad just because I like a bigger wheel than most standard skateboards would use. For wheels, I tend to go a little bit bigger, partly because I'm in bowls and partly because I don't like tiny wheels. So these are 55mm Spitfire formula, the Skate Like a Girl editions. I thought that would be cool. I don't have a particular preference on wheel brand, but a lot of the brands I see don't make 55, 56mm wheels. They only go up to maybe 53 or maybe 54. So I typically go for something like Spitfire because they do make big enough for me. There we go. Now I just need some stickers and it's all set. So here's the end result. 303 boards, best skate shop in Colorado. Definitely go there if you're anywhere near Denver or Boulder. Aerotic strings. They make nice strings. MK1 makes nice yo-yos. I didn't have any other yo-yo stickers because I used them all in my notebook. So that's all for today, and I'll see you tomorrow, where hopefully I learn a new yo-yo trick or something.